This man played with your heart, and now he's facing what he never expected. Take a deep breath before you begin, because this message didn't reach you by accident. You didn't imagine the connection. You didn't exaggerate the pain, and you were never too much. This man knew exactly what he was doing. He saw how deeply you felt. He noticed how open your heart was, how you loved without calculation, without games, without hidden intentions. And instead of protecting something sacred, he tested it. He played with your heart. And now life, the universe, karma, God, whatever name you give it, is responding. He knew you were different from the very beginning. Not because you were difficult, but because you were real. You didn't love halfway. You didn't speak without meaning. You didn't connect for attention or entertainment. You connected from the soul. And that kind of depth terrifies people who haven't healed themselves. So instead of rising to your level, he tried to control the connection. He gave just enough to keep you hoping, just enough attention to keep you attached, just enough affection to keep your heart open, but never enough consistency to make you feel safe. He knew exactly when to pull you close, and exactly when to pull away. That wasn't confusion, that was a choice. Let's be honest, because your soul already knows the truth. He said the right words but avoided real commitment, made promises that never fully materialized, was loving one moment, distant the next, disappeared when emotions became real, returned when he felt you slipping away. He enjoyed the way you loved him. Your attention fed his ego. Your forgiveness softened his guilt. Your patience allowed him to avoid accountability and to live with himself. He told himself stories. I'm not ready. I didn't mean to hurt them. They're just sensitive. They'll be fine. But the truth, he knew. And deep down, he still knows. This didn't just hurt because of him. It hurt because it touched something deeper. You love with hope. Not just hope for a person, but hope for what love could be. You believed effort mattered. You believed honesty mattered. You believed that if you showed up fully, someone else eventually would. So when he played games, it didn't just break your heart. It shook your belief system. You questioned yourself. Was I not enough? Did I love too hard? Why do I always give more? But listen carefully now. Your love was never the problem. Your love exposed what he lacked. And now here's the part he never expected. When he pulled away, when he distanced himself, when he thought he had the upper hand, he believed he was escaping consequences. But life doesn't work that way right now. He's facing emotional emptiness, the kind that creeps in during silence, the kind distractions can't fix. He misses the way you cared quietly, deeply. He misses being understood without having to explain himself. He misses the emotional safety you gave so freely. And now he's realizing something terrifying. Connections like yours are rare. Regret doesn't always speak out loud, but it's heavy. He may never reach out. He may never apologize. He may never admit it publicly. But regret shows up when someone else fails to love him the way you did. When every new connection falls short. When patience feels unfamiliar. When depth is missing. He thought he had time. He thought you'd always be there. He thought he could come back whenever he wanted. Now he's learning that some doors don't reopen the same way. Why did you have to go through this? You weren't punished. You were prepared. This experience taught you to recognize emotional manipulation. To trust your intuition. To stop overgiving to people who choose inconsistency over honesty. It hurt because it mattered, but it also strengthened you. You see red flags faster now. You feel your worth more clearly. You no longer beg for bare minimum love. That growth came at a cost, but it wasn't wasted. He's facing himself now, and that's the hardest consequence of all. He can't distract himself forever. He can't outrun his patterns forever. He can't keep losing genuine people without eventually asking why. You were a mirror, and when you left emotionally or physically, you took that reflection with you. Now he's left with his avoidance, his fear of intimacy. His unresolved wounds, and no one left to blame but himself. Meanwhile, something else is happening. You are being realigned. Your heart is healing. Your standards are rising. Your energy is shifting. You're being prepared for a love that doesn't confuse you, doesn't disappear, doesn't test your Worth doesn't make you question your value. The next love won't feel like anxiety. It will feel like peace. And please hear this clearly. Do not go back to someone who only recognized your value after losing access to you. Do not reopen wounds just because they feel familiar. And never shrink your heart to make someone else comfortable. You were never meant to beg for love. You were meant to receive it fully. Final truth. He played with your heart because he didn't know how to hold it. Now he's facing the weight of that loss. And you're stepping into a version of yourself that no longer accepts emotional breadcrumbs. You didn't survive this to stay broken. You survived it to become unbreakable. And the love meant for you, it's still coming. This time it will stay.